Let's Cook, y'all. Welcome to our channel. We are so excited. Today is the day. We are here to share our video for the Cooking Around the World 2018 collaboration that we're co-hosting with Kelly from Life of a Millwife. So whether you're here from Kelly's channel, you're a regular viewer of our channel, or you've just found your way here, welcome. We really are glad you're here. We hope you like what you see. This was a fun idea that Kelly came up with. We are cooking a dish from another part of the world. In our case, we're cooking a French-Canadian dish called a tourtiere. Kelly is cooking a dish from the southern US, which is where we live, sausage gravy over biscuits. We had more fun hosting this and brainstorming. My husband and I had a great time looking at recipes, trying to decide which one to follow. I hope the one that we chose does the tourtiere justice. So come along with us in the kitchen as we attempt to make this dish. And as always, thank you so much for stopping by. If you like what you see, we'd appreciate you hitting like, comment, or subscribe. And be sure to check out the playlist below where all of the other videos from everyone that's participating in the collab will be linked. We are so excited and can't wait to see what everyone cooked. We love exploring new foods, new cultures, new cuisines, and can't wait to see what you guys came up with. So thanks for stopping by. Have a wonderful and blessed day. Kelly from Life of a Millwife and I are co-hosting this challenge to challenge ourselves to try a dish that is unfamiliar to us from another part of the world. Kelly is making a Southern American dish. We're from the South, and we're going to attempt a French-Canadian dish that is called tourtiere. It's a savory meat pie. From my research, I've learned it's often served on Christmas Eve after midnight mass. It's a holiday type dish, but we're going to make it in the fall as part of this collaboration. From my research, I also gathered the fact that apparently there are as many versions of tourtiere as there are people submitting recipes and videos on the internet. I found one that used oatmeal. No others used oatmeal. I found 2 or 3 that used savory, which is not an herb that I have in my pantry, nor something that I really wanted to buy just for one meal. I found 3 recipes that I was going to try to use that were similar, but then I drilled down and found that one of them used 1 potato, one of them used no potatoes, and one of them used 2. One of them used 1.5 pounds of meat, 2 of them used 1.5 pounds of meat, and 1 used 2. They cooked for vastly different times, 350 for 50 minutes, 425 for 20 covered, and 15 to 20 uncovered, or 400 for 30 to 35. They used different spices. One of them used thyme and sage. The other 2 used allspice, clove, nutmeg, cinnamon. So I think I'm just gonna mishmash up these recipes. I am gonna use potatoes. I'm gonna use ground pork. I'm gonna use half of this package of ground beef, some onion, some seasonings. I'm gonna stick with the more popular ones, which are cinnamon, cloves, nutmeg, maybe a dash of allspice, some salt and pepper. Rather than making my own pastry or pie crust, I am cheating and using some store-bought ones that I'm going to roll on the bottom and the top. We will make up an egg wash on the top, and then my husband likes ketchup with everything, so either ketchup or chili sauce. Kelly said that was a favorite in her family. I think her father-in-law liked it with chili sauce. So come cook with me as we branch out, broaden our horizons, and try something totally new and foreign to us, a French-Canadian dish, tourtiere. And in reading 2 of the 3 recipes that I settled on, 2 of them have garlic, so we'll add a dash of garlic to the meat that we cook with the onions. First thing I'm going to do is bring a pot of water to a boil. I'm going to boil the potatoes that I have peeled and chopped up, get them till they're soft, mash them up. I am going to reserve 1/2 to 1 cup of the potato water to use in the filling. Meanwhile, in a large skillet, I've got it heating up, and I'm going to add the meats and onion and garlic and cook them and drain the fat. When I first started cooking the meat, I had a fair amount of grease, but the longer I cooked it, the more it absorbed back into the meat, so I ended up not really having any to drain. It will be probably more tasty and more artery clogging, but we're going to go with that. And now I'm going to add the seasonings, salt, pepper, cinnamon, cloves, nutmeg, and a dash of allspice. Definitely smells like fall. The allspice and the cinnamon and the cloves. Or Christmas. Definitely smells like the holidays. Next thing I'm gonna do is drain my potatoes and mash them. Before I drain the potatoes, I did draw up some of the potato water. One of the recipes had a half a cup, one had one. So I'm gonna start with a half a cup, but I did go ahead and save a full cup that we're gonna add to the meat mixture. The meat mixture needs to simmer. The first recipe I looked at said to simmer for an hour. The second one said 10 minutes. The third one said 5 minutes. I will probably do it 5 to 15. In the meantime, I've gone ahead and preheated my oven to 400. Next, I added the mashed up hot potato mixture, and I started off with a half a cup of the water, added it to the meat, and combined it well. I decided mine looked a little thick, and most of the recipes said to cook it down until all the liquid was absorbed, so I am going to add some additional starchy potato water. We're going to let it cook down while our oven is preheating. I don't tend to leave recipes alone. I tasted the meat mixture. It was a little on the bland side for me. I'm adding a little more garlic, and I am going to add a little bit more of the cinnamon, the cloves, and the allspice. I probably should not have preheated my oven quite yet, because I did read in most of these recipes that the mixture needs to cool slightly. I have turned my gas burner off, and I'm gonna let it cool slightly before I put it. I don't want to put hot meat in a cold crust. So I'm gonna let it cool a little bit while my oven is continuing to preheat. Mine is still pretty hot. I hope it does not mess up my pastry on the bottom, but I'm a little anxious to get it in the oven. My oven's almost ready, and I'm excited to see how it tastes and try the tourtiere. Then I took my egg wash and brushed the exposed parts of the bottom layer of the pie crust pastry, and then I tried to fit my top layer on. If you can notice, I'm not a pastry chef. I'm not very good with pies or pie doughs, but I did the best I could. I got the top on, brushed it with an egg wash, and I'm gonna cut, I don't know, about 5 or 6 holes to vent it. I'm not very good with pies. And into the oven at 400 it goes. The tourtiere just came out of the oven. It was in 30 minutes for 400 degrees. I don't know what that is Celsius. We're gonna let it rest for 10 minutes and then cut it open and see how it tastes. I'm really excited to try this. All right, the moment of truth. Tim's better at cutting things than I am. Uh-oh, didn't come out clean. That was probably my fault. I did not grease the bottom. None of the recipes said to grease the bottom. We are going to dish us up a piece and taste it and see what a French Canadian tourtiere tastes like.
It smells awesome.
Awesome. All right.
It is time to do the...
Do you want to pronounce it?
Taste test for
the
tourtiere.
Tourtiere.
Very excited.
You go first.
I'm never to be very hot.
Never as adventurous as Tim.
Ooh.
A little hot.
You know what?
Oh, that's good.
I think I'm moving to Canada, hey?
Hey, do you speak French? Parlez-vous français?
I think she said it.
Bonjour. Au revoir. Comment allez-vous? It is good.
This is definitely a keeper.
All right. We are going to enjoy
try something else now.
From another country? Well, we might have to have another collab.
I like pizza too.
That's pretty American, not very Italian. All right, that will wrap up our Cooking Around the World 2018 collab with Kelly from Life of a Millwife. Kelly sent us a great recipe for a tourtiere that we both give 2 thumbs up. Thanks so much for stopping by our channel. Let's cook, y'all. I hope you'll like, comment, and subscribe if you hadn't already. Have a wonderful and blessed day, y'all. Bye.
Good.
And P.S. When I woke up this morning and came in the kitchen, I asked my favorite device, Alexa, good morning. And she told me that today is World Vegetarian Day, so I could not have picked a worse day to try a savory 2-meat I know, Alexa. To try a savory 2-meat pie on World Vegetarian Day. So that was a huge fail. But